Captain Mekaela was no ordinary Air Force pilot. She was a force of nature, rising through the ranks swiftly, thanks to her fierce dedication and unmatched skill in the cockpit. At just 27, she had already served 5 years, participating in some of the most high-stakes aerial missions her country had ever seen. From delicate reconnaissance flights over hostile territories to high-pressure air support missions for ground troops, Mekaela's resolve never wavered. Her love for the skies was deeply rooted in her upbringing. Mekaela was raised in a small, picturesque town, surrounded by lush vegetable fields that her parents had tirelessly tended to for decades. They were simple people, her father, a vegetable farmer, and her mother, a vendor at the local market. Life was not easy, and money was always tight. Yet, despite the hardships, they had done everything in their power to provide for Mekaela and her siblings, often putting their own needs second. Mekaela grew up with a deep respect for her parents' sacrifice, a sense of responsibility that shaped her into the person she became. Their hard work and determination inspired her to pursue her dreams, and with the little money they had saved, she was able to attend aviation school, earning her wings after years of rigorous training. On one fateful morning, Mekaela's life took a turn that would cement her place as a military hero. She was called in for an emergency aerial support mission to assist a Marine ground operation. Rebel forces had kidnapped 10 high-profile government officials and businessmen in a daring attack on the city. The Marines had tracked the kidnappers to a hideout deep within the mountains, but when they launched their assault, they found themselves walking into a deadly trap. Hundreds of landmines had been buried around the rebels' stronghold, causing massive casualties and forcing the ground forces to retreat. Mekaela, along with 3 other pilots, was tasked with providing immediate air support. As she took to the skies, the weight of the mission pressed down on her. Communication with the ground troops was critical, and the lives of both the hostages and the Marines depended on her precision. Flying low over treacherous terrain, Mekaela's jet swooped in, delivering precise strikes that neutralized key rebel positions. Her bombs hit their targets with pinpoint accuracy, opening the way for the Marines to resume their assault. The rebels were apprehended, and the hostages were freed. It was a hard-fought victory, but a victory nonetheless. When Mekaela returned to base, she was greeted with cheers and applause from her fellow airmen, their admiration for her evident in their eyes. Little did she know, the success of this mission would bring someone into her life who would change everything. Among those who had been key in the ground operation was Major Benjamin, a Marine commander who had worked closely with Mekaela's team during the mission. After the rebels were captured, Benjamin had made it a point to track down the Air Force pilots who had provided them with air support. He knew the operation would have ended in disaster if not for their precision strikes, and Mekaela's leadership had stood out. After the dust had settled and the debriefing sessions were over, Benjamin reached out to Mekaela to personally thank her for her service during the mission. What began as a formal exchange of appreciation quickly turned into a deeper connection. Over the next few weeks, Mekaela and Benjamin found themselves exchanging messages about everything from their careers to their personal lives. Both were passionate about their service to the country, but beneath that shared sense of duty was something more, a genuine interest in each other's lives beyond the military. Their connection was instant and undeniable. As they got to know each other better, they discovered they had more in common than just their commitment to their country. Mekaela admired Benjamin's calm and strategic mind, while Benjamin was drawn to Mekaela's unwavering courage and resolve. Before long, their conversations turned into something more: late-night chats over coffee, shared moments at military events, and eventually, a formal date. Despite the challenges of balancing their demanding careers with their budding relationship, Mekaela and Benjamin found time for each other. They would often go camping on their off days, taking solace in the peace and quiet of nature, a stark contrast to the chaos and intensity of their military lives. They grew closer with each passing month, building a foundation of trust, respect, and admiration that would carry them through the toughest moments. As their relationship deepened, Mekaela and Benjamin became a team, not just in their respective military roles but in life. Their shared experiences of duty and sacrifice brought them even closer together. Over the next year, they supported each other through difficult missions and long periods of separation, always making the most of their time together. Mekaela's family, especially her parents, welcomed Benjamin with open arms. They saw how happy he made their daughter and appreciated his kindness and humility. Benjamin, in turn, was deeply impressed by Mekaela's parents' work ethic and their unwavering support for their children, despite the challenges they faced. He often marveled at how Mekaela had emerged from such humble beginnings to become a fierce and fearless leader in the Air Force. After a year of dating, Benjamin knew it was time to take the next step. One quiet evening, after a long day of work, he got down on one knee and asked Mekaela to marry him. With tears in her eyes and a heart full of love, Mekaela said yes. They were engaged, and though their demanding careers continued to pull them in different directions, their bond only grew stronger. 3 years after their engagement, Mekaela and Benjamin finally tied the knot in a beautiful but modest ceremony. Surrounded by friends, family, and fellow military personnel, they pledged their love and commitment to each other, ready to take on whatever life threw at them next. Their wedding day was a celebration of not only their love but their shared journey through life's ups and downs. After the wedding, Mekaela and Benjamin decided to settle in Benjamin's hometown, where they built a simple but beautiful home. Mekaela's parents' vegetable business had grown over the years, thanks in part to Mekaela's financial support, and it had become one of the most popular vendors in town. Their business thrived, just as Mekaela and Benjamin's love flourished in their new life together. The couple continued to serve their country, balancing their military duties with their growing family. They welcomed 3 beautiful children into their lives, each of whom brought joy and purpose to their already full hearts. Their home became a sanctuary of love, laughter, and warmth, a place where duty and service met family and happiness. Though their lives had once been dominated by danger and uncertainty, Mekaela and Benjamin now found peace in the simple moments, cooking dinner together, playing with their kids, and supporting each other's dreams. Their journey had been one of dedication, sacrifice, and love, and it had led them to a life of fulfillment and contentment. In the end, Mekaela and Benjamin had built not only a life together but a legacy of love, strength, and commitment. A love story forged in the skies and on the ground, in moments of triumph and in times of quiet joy. Thank you for watching. Please tap that subscribe button to help my YouTube channel grow, and please like and share to your family and friends.